Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Africa Ranked, where we explore the most fascinating facts, stories, and rankings from across the African continent. Today, we're delving into a topic that combines power, politics, and extreme security: the top 10 most protected presidents in Africa. Across this vast continent, leaders often face real threats, from insurgents, coups, and political rivals to terrorism and civil unrest. In response, countries deploy layers of protection: elite presidential guards, highly trained security forces, armored convoys, and advanced surveillance technologies. Some of these leaders are so heavily guarded that their presence alone can stop traffic for miles or bring entire cities to a standstill. We're counting down from number 10 to number 1, starting with those whose security is formidable, but not quite at the absolute pinnacle of protection. Number 10. President Abdelmajid Tebboune, Algeria. Algeria's president. Abdelmajid Tebboune sits at the helm of a nation with a long history of political unrest and security challenges. His protection is coordinated by the Direction Générale de la Sécurité et de la Protection Présidentielle, DGSPP, an elite unit trained in counterterrorism, crowd control, and crisis response. Tebboune's motorcades are heavily armored, often escorted by black SUVs, motorcycles, and plainclothes agents who discreetly monitor his surroundings. In a country where protest movements and regional instability are constant considerations, his security setup is not just a precaution. It is a necessity. Every public event is meticulously planned, with snipers, armored vehicles, and rapid response teams ensuring no threat comes close. Number 9. President William Ruto, Kenya. Kenya's President William Ruto is another leader whose protection is both high-tech and highly visible. The Presidential Escort Unit, part of the General Service Unit, forms the core of his personal security. Ruto travels in long armored convoys, often with dozens of SUVs, motorcycles, and even aerial support during major events. Kenya's ongoing challenges with al-Shabaab militants, alongside internal political tensions, make his protection crucial. His residences and official offices are fortified, with guards stationed around the clock. Ruto's motorcade has become a familiar spectacle on the streets of Nairobi and other cities, a moving fortress that exemplifies modern presidential security in East Africa. Number 8. President Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso. The youngest leader on our list, Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré, operates in a particularly volatile environment. Since assuming power, he has faced constant threats from extremist groups in the Sahel region, where instability and insurgency have become a persistent challenge for governments. His protection is significantly enhanced by the Bear Brigade, a Russian private military company operating under the supervision of the Russian Ministry of Defense. Traoré's security setup reflects a modern approach to presidential protection, where traditional state forces are complemented by international partnerships to address evolving threats. Beyond the immediate security measures, this collaboration also provides intelligence support, advanced equipment, and rapid response capabilities that are crucial in a country facing complex regional conflicts. Traoré's reliance on such specialized protection underscores how African leaders today must navigate not only domestic political challenges, but also transnational security risks, demonstrating that the landscape of presidential safety is increasingly globalized and sophisticated. Number 7. President Paul Biya, Cameroon. President Paul Biya, one of the continent's longest-serving leaders, relies on a Republican Guard that is both heavily armed and extremely disciplined. His advanced age and decades in power have made his movements particularly secretive, with very few events publicized in advance. Biya's protection includes armored vehicles, checkpoints, and layers of elite soldiers who ensure that the president is shielded from any potential political or security threats. In a country facing ongoing unrest in the Anglophone regions, Biya's security remains a key pillar of his continued authority. Number 6. President Yoweri Museveni, Uganda. President Museveni's security is legendary across Africa. His Special Forces Command SFC is highly trained, responsible for both counterterrorism and urban protection. Museveni's convoy includes armored vehicles, multiple trucks of guards, and helicopter support, allowing him to move rapidly and unpredictably across Kampala and other regions. Known for varying his schedule and travel routes frequently, Museveni has made it nearly impossible for any would-be attackers to predict his movements. This meticulous attention to personal safety has become an institution over his decades-long rule. Number 5. President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea's President Obiang is synonymous with heavily fortified protection. His presidential guard includes elite commandos and foreign mercenaries, while advanced technology ensures his security extends beyond the visible. His motorcades feature multiple armored vehicles, and his palaces are equipped with underground bunkers and even anti-aircraft defenses. With over 40 years in power, Obiang has built a security infrastructure that few leaders can match, combining military precision with personal vigilance. Number 4. President Paul Kagame, Rwanda. President Kagame's protection is tightly controlled and extremely disciplined, reflecting both his personal approach to leadership and Rwanda's broader security priorities. The Presidential Guard Brigade provides round-the-clock coverage, ensuring that every movement, whether public or private, is carefully monitored. His schedule is often shrouded in secrecy, with advanced planning and intelligence assessments designed to minimize risks. Kagame rarely appears in public without multiple layers of protection, including armored SUVs, elite bodyguards, and intelligence operatives who constantly assess threats in real time. In addition to these visible measures, Rwanda's extensive intelligence network keeps a vigilant eye on potential threats, both domestic and international, allowing for swift intervention if necessary. Kagame's security setup also incorporates modern technology, surveillance systems, and rapid response units capable of neutralizing emerging dangers. In essence, Kagame's protection exemplifies how modern presidential security is about foresight, precision, and a constant readiness to respond to evolving challenges. Number 3. President Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa. South Africa's President Ramaphosa benefits from one of the continent's most sophisticated protection services. The Presidential Protection Unit, PPU, combines intelligence, military-grade equipment, and visible security measures. His motorcades can stretch for kilometers, often shutting down major roads in Johannesburg, Pretoria, and Cape Town. Ramaphosa's official residences, including Mahalamba and Lapfu, are fortified with armed guards, surveillance systems, and emergency evacuation plans. South Africa's mix of political complexity and high-profile global engagements requires a security system that is both highly visible and technologically advanced. Number 2. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria. President Tinubu's security detail is one of the most comprehensive in Africa. Managed by the State Security Service, SSS, it includes highly trained bodyguards, armored convoys, and electronic countermeasures. His custom-fitted armored Cadillac Escalade is a striking example of modern presidential protection, combining luxury with maximum defense. Nigeria's ongoing insurgencies, kidnappings, and political rivalries make this level of protection essential. Tinubu's security team coordinates closely with military and police units to ensure he remains untouchable both at home and abroad. Number 1. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt. At the top of our list is President el-Sisi, whose protection is considered the most formidable in Africa. Overseen by the Republican Guard and military intelligence, his security detail includes thousands of elite soldiers, counterterrorism units, and advanced surveillance systems. El-Sisi's motorcades include armored limousines, tactical vehicles, and aerial reconnaissance, creating a moving fortress. His public appearances are highly controlled, with checkpoints, snipers, and rapid response teams ensuring no potential threat can approach. Egypt's complex internal and regional security environment, combined with the president's high-profile role, makes El-Sisi's protection unmatched on the continent. These leaders show how security in Africa is a complex combination of strategy, technology, and elite manpower, from armored convoys and elite guards to international military collaborations. The continent's most protected presidents exemplify how modern threats have reshaped the very nature of presidential power. Their protection is not just about personal safety, it reflects the political, social, and regional challenges each country faces, and the lengths leaders must go to safeguard themselves and their governments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Africa's most protected leaders, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who love learning about African politics, and comment below with your thoughts. Who do you think has the most impressive security setup? Also, make sure to subscribe to Africa Ranked and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next fascinating list from across the continent. Stay tuned for more insights, rankings, and stories that bring Africa closer to you.